Just bought above bar 25. Um, it's the first close above the moving average, but not a strong bear trend. It's a trading range, and the bears have tried 3 times to get below the Globex low, failed 3 times. And now we have a higher low major trend reversal, 21, 20, 23, and 3 consecutive bull bars. 3 pretty good bull bars, and 25 finally closed above. So I didn't want to buy below the moving average, but I thought after 25 closed above, it's a reasonable buy, looking for a test of the 12 high and possibly a break higher. So if this can lead to a break of the opening range and get a measured move up, um, then the math is decent to hold for that. But if we fail here immediately, close below the moving average and get a bear bar, I'll probably exit, look to buy again later. So that's 2 consecutive closes above the moving average now. 6 consecutive bull bars. So some buying pressure building. Probably the strongest move all day. Gonna stay long here. I'll add on the way up if we start to get convincingly above the moving average. Right now we're still hanging above it. I'd like to see some strong closes above. So that's 7 consecutive bars without a bear body. This is the breakout pullback 26, 27, and we stayed above the 19 high, kept the gap open. So that's pretty good for the bulls. And I think we just got above 26. So it's the breakout pullback, and we broke above that bull flag. So I think bulls are getting breakouts here, consecutive breakouts. Reasonable to get a measured move up here. I think I'll probably stay long, even if we reach the measured move target. It is high in the trading range, but there's so much buying pressure here, it could lead to a strong breakout. So I'd like to give it a chance to get that breakout. I also think that on the 60-minute chart, this is probably a minor reversal down. So let me just show it quickly. So here, it's a really tight channel up, and we broke below the neckline, but it's probably a minor reversal. So we're probably going to enter a trading range, which means we're probably going to close these gaps. I don't know if we do that today. We could easily get a breakout pullback, get a second leg down, and then get up there. But I think we're probably going to close this gap. So if this shows a lot of buying pressure today, we could do it today. It's only 30 points away. So that's kind of in the back of my mind as a possibility. And pretty small range so far. So if we do get a breakout of the opening range and it doubles, then we're pretty much there. So reasonable for doubling of the range, reasonable for it to be to the upside because of all the buying pressure so far. And if we do that, then reasonable to go a little bit higher and close that gap. So we'll see what we get. So really excellent breakout here on 30. I added on the way up, so my average price is now here. I mean, it's such a good profit. I'm trying to forget about that and just trade the chart. This is a convincing breakout. I don't think I want to exit too soon here. So it's still a trading range until we get follow through, but it's enough of a surprise, I think, that we're probably going higher. Maybe to those targets I mentioned above. So let me just put those measured move targets in. Conservative one is this one. That one, I think, is the most reasonable, and probably might even get there on this bar, which is crazy. The opening range for it to double is up here. I think that's probably where we're going. At this point, it's like, if I exit here, it's like selling this close. I would never do that, so I am probably going to stay long. I think there are some bars like this that are gifts, like this one, for example. 49 is a gift, and what is it, 17 is a gift. And that's because it's within a context where you don't really expect it, but it's low in a trading range now, so it's probably better to take the gift and leave. This one I think is a little bit different. It's a gift, and it's such a good profit so quickly, but the context has now changed. So it's probably better to not treat it like a gift, treat it like a new leg and reset of the day. So I mean, it's probably still, as far as these two bars go, it's probably still a trending trading range day until proven otherwise because of the opening range. But strong enough breakout that it's a reset and not a gift, in my opinion. I mean, it's also a gift, but not a gift worth exiting on. Measured move up of bar 30 takes us right to that gap close. So that's looking more and more likely. I've noticed this by myself that when I'm in bigger size, like your 2 contracts instead of 1, instead of making more money, I'm just more likely to exit early and scale out. So like if I'm long 2 contracts, instead of now holding to the same target with 2 contracts, I'll just scalp out half with like 4 points and leave the other one. So I'm not actually making more on the double size. It's kind of like that day when we had that big move down here. I was short from here, and then I sold more here, and so I could have had 2 contracts on the way down. Instead, I just scalped that one for 4 points. And I think I need to, if I'm trading bigger and I'm increasing my size, I need to actually capitalize on it and make more money from it, and not suddenly start changing my targets. So that's what I really felt like taking 1 off at least, and I think it'd probably be okay because my orders are like down here. But I want to try to maximize the move. Like now, I think I might take one. I'm tempted to take one. I'm not sure what to do here. If I take one here, it's like exiting on breakout and follow through. I can't do that. At this point, like I'm not gonna let my stop get hit. So pretty much, I can start a new position here with no risk on the initial 2, and I might do that. So I just bought more there on the pullback. So long 3 contracts now. Average price is here. So not great for the bulls that they couldn't trigger the buy above 34, but this is still so strong. I'm still leaning towards more upside here. These can be tough because it's such a strong breakout that it could easily grind lower for 10 bars and form an endless pullback. And I'd be so convinced that this is strong, end up losing money on it. So I think important to be careful and still read the price to make sure that the bull premise is still valid. Right now, I still think it is. It's only like a 3-point pullback. That's the biggest pullback in the last 15 bars. So this pullback below 33 is 3 points, and that's the biggest pullback. And this is almost certainly not the high of day. Bar 33 or bar 32. That's not going to be the high of day. So bulls are sold below 33, probably going to get stopped out above 32. So we're probably going up here at a minimum. There are very, very few days that have a move like 30 and 31 and then have the bear signal bar be the high of day or low of day if it was flipped. So we're probably going up here at least. And then from there, we may form a channel or form a trending trading range day and come back down here. But so far, bears are definitely not doing enough for me to start exiting my longs. I'm being a little bit more patient than I feel comfortable with because of what I mentioned earlier, that when I trade bigger, then I just start exiting for no reason, just with small profits. And so now I'm in a bigger size, and I want to make sure that I see something that would negate this the strength of the bulls. And so far we don't have that, so I want to stay long. This is a situation where even if I get stopped out below 30 or 29 on 3 contracts, so like 10 points on 3 contracts, 30 points, I don't know if I can even be upset about that. Like these are the types of trades that you want to be sized in on, at least in my opinion. And so if I'm going to risk $150 on anything, it should be something like this: strong breakout and follow through, breakout of an opening range with measured move targets and price action targets above. So if this ends up being a loser, a big loser below 29, or break even or small loss, any of those, I think it's reasonable to be positioned for a second leg after something like this. And so I'm trying not to scare myself out of this trade and hold it until there's evidence against the bull case. Above 38, my stop on all 4 contracts is going to be below 37. So pretty much a break-even trade if it reverses down. I don't think my fills are showing. So bought above 25 and bought more on the way up here and bought more on the pullback, and then bought my last one above 38. Everything else today was pretty much break even. Bought a couple times in here, sold here once, bought here once, both break even. Made a little bit here on the sell, and then this was the main one for the day. I'm pretty feeling nervous now about this one because it's been such a long trade and I was up so much. I still am up a decent amount. And if it just goes below 37 now, the whole trade's a scratch. Um, if I was flat, I would buy above 38, but my stop below 37. So I'm just gonna treat it as that individual trade and forget about what happened before. So I'm getting that feeling to start scaling out. But at this point, I feel like maybe I should. I mean, I'm long 4 contracts, which is the most I've ever traded. And um, actually, no, I don't think I should because I'm treating this as a new trade above 38. So I should probably wait for at least 1 hour, but probably more if I'm treating it as a new trade. I exited 2 contracts right there at the measured move target. I feel like I'm probably just gonna take the full thing here. I don't know if my heart can take this anymore.
Order filled.
So out 3 contracts there at the measured move target. Damn, I don't know if I can. This is a bigger bar. There's still those targets above that I mentioned. Maybe I'll hold this one. I'll hold this one to see how this bar closes. And I'll put my target up here, which is not much different, but it's only a 4-point difference. All right, actually, I don't think I can hold this. I'm just gonna exit full thing.
Order filled.
Out the full thing. That is crazy. Up 311. Damn, that's my best day ever. Man, what a trade. Probably gonna be done for the day. Maybe trade small, but damn, insane. Just sold a pullback here. I was gonna be done. I took a long break, but I think this is pretty clear. We're probably gonna test the 12 high. It started to act like a trending trading range day with this move down below moving average. So I think it increases the chances of a trending trading range, which means we're probably going to test the 12 high. So we had a double top bear flag and 3 consecutive bear bars. So I decided to take that one, which I thought was reasonable. I'll definitely be done after this one if it works out. Well, actually, whether or not it works out, I'll be done. So got 1 tick away there. Based on the context, I think we're probably going to go 1 tick below bar 12. So I'm just going to keep my order there. So got filled there for about 5 points. And now I'll definitely be done. So finishing the day up 340. Crazy day. And I hope you all had a good day. Be back tomorrow.